Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How's everybody doing today? It's a wonderful, wonderful time in the land of adventures and initiative. We're back with In-Quy'zz-ition. Say hi, players.
Hello.
Hello.
I knew that was coming. And today we're back. We're finally back. We have been gone for. Let me check my notes here.
5 years. How are you doing, son?
7 decades.
8 months.
It's been 170 days.
It has been
84 years.
20. It's been like 20 days, which is like 3 weeks, which is almost unacceptable. But it's within the boundaries.
Sorry about last week, guys.
It was also my fault.
Hey, no worries.
Yeah, Megan's doing a whole lot better now, though. So
Well, you got
Good.
stuff to do. You got stuff to do. There's nothing that you
Gotta
can do.
take
to
care
stop.
of people.
So we're here now, and we are ready to give you another episode of the In-Quy'zz-ition. Unfortunately, we still don't have all of our players. Fantasy will not be joining us today for familial reasons, I believe. Let me look. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
personal stuff.
everybody say hi to Fantasy next time you see her, because she's not going to be here. So before we get like fully launched in today's episode of the In-Quy'zz-ition, we have
Dum-dum.
just a couple of things that you would expect from the channel. We have our usual partner in the in tabletopaudio.com, which you are listening to an excerpt right now from one of their lovely backing tracks. They are a wonderful source for you to be able to create the perfect soundscape for your scenes in tabletop role-playing games. For instance, let's say you're in a tavern and it's fairly mildly packed. You can hear the mutterings of people going all around. The fireplace has been struck and it's crackling away. And as you're just walking in, it's nice and peaceful. Then all of a sudden, somebody flips a table over. And a bar brawl breaks out. And all of a sudden, you have a thing where you're getting into combat. And it's just a perfect way to give you the perfect setup for all of your needs for a tabletop role-playing game for your players' ears. It's just that simple. You're only getting half the experience if you don't have good audio. So you can go to their website at tabletopaudio.com, and you can use their backing tracks on the homepage, and you can use their sound pads to use whatever sound effects you like. There's a non-obligatory Patreon that you can subscribe to for extended versions of their tracks. And there are also shirts. I didn't know they had shirts, but they do.
Oh.
So I'm going to shout that part out too. And all that they ask, if you use them for your game, is to count them out in the process. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Tabletopaudio.com. Thank you for creating a perfect orally pleasing experience for our audience.
And speaking of
Auditorial.
shirts, go check
Auditorial.
out our shop
Go check out our Teespring, where we have amazing merch.
down in the link tree down below.
Absolutely.
Woo-woo.
And I believe we don't have any other partners at the moment,
No.
do we? I mean, a couple of us have personal partners, but they're not tied to the channel.
No.
Let's just get into this, my guy.
Let's just get right into it. So, allow me to. Whoop. Here we go.
Close the door
Oh, I
behind
still have
you.
the fireplace going. Last time on the In-Quy'zz-ition, our players were sleeping, and they encountered a ship in the night, at least the husk of a ship in the night, where they found the remnants of a merchant trader being munched upon by ghoul, or at least one ghoul that they saw and killed very quickly. They then proceeded to loot and destroy the ship and travel about their merry way the next day, having escapades along the way. And really, there wasn't a whole heck of a lot else that happened. We had a little bit of excitement with the engine on the boat, which which got fixed by the end of the last episode. And as we were ending, we were approaching the next stop in this troop's travels.
Goobr.
Goobr.
That's what it is. Goobr.
And we're gonna pick up from there because that's where the story ended, and we will continue. Yes. There was
Nothing.
something else. Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Just clearing your throat there. Okay. If I really am forgetting something, I'm sorry. It's been a month.
I'm trying to think. I mean, we're all drunk besides.
How about
everybody-
I do a monologue with Zog, and then that'll fill everyone in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zog,
What? What's up?
you really need to actually give Sundial official lessons instead of just having him sitting in front of the steering wheel while you're drinking and offering us drinks as well at the same time. Because
course.
next time, I really don't think I want to go that fast, that quickly, and burn out the engine.
But, alright,
Not a good
so-
idea for your crystals.
Sundial got the engine back up and running again. He has like cool magic now that lets him do that. But more than anything, did anyone get hurt?
No.
Raise your hand if you got hurt.
Raise your hand.
He could have hurt everyone. We could have yeah. I mean, I know it didn't happen, but like
He
maybe
has to
give him an instruction booklet. You know, those things do exist, right? I know you didn't learn that way, but
Zog instantly goes in his like little glove compartment looking for like the OG like manual to the boat that's made like probably like 60 years ago. Like
Cobwebs fall out.
It's just like
Yeah.
one sheet of paper.
it is probably written in a language that nobody knows on the boat.
What?
Just discussing what happened last time.
Okay.
so just at least show him the emergency disconnect from the engine, so that way, you know, I don't know if
You mean
it
the kill
does
switch?
catch on fire, you can like get him to like I don't know, not explode the boat. Because I can repair the boat, but I can't make something out of nothing. You gotta keep it in one piece at least.
make a
I
new
will
boat.
start teaching him a little bit more. We'll get him more on lessons again once when
Sounds good.
yeah.
At this point, can Sundial come up and just be like, "Engine's fixed"?
See? I told you everything's fine. Sundial got it.
Yeah.
He's like,
That sounds great.
As your voice breaks a little.
Yes.
The nerves of kind of like everyone was like happy and drinking and having a good time, and now just kind of like put everyone else just a hair on edge.
Just a little.
it's like that
So-
groggy drunk where you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
ruined the vibe, my guy."
All the fun got sucked out of your body with all the speed.
Oh, Tesla's now sober.
Okay.
So, as you are pulling in, as the afternoon sun sets into the evening sky, and approaching into the town of Goobr for your next stop, still with turtle shell in tow behind you, and every other material that you've managed to scrounge from it being secured on the boat, you arrive in the lovely little fishing village of Goobr. Well, I say village. It's more of a town than the last town was.
Okay.
The
A little
couple down the
busier, a
way
little more
had like
bustling.
the couple down
As
the
well.
way had like quintuplets, and so now it qualifies as a town. So
Yeah.
population skyrocketed overnight. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Went from
No,
3,000
this is
to 30,000.
yeah.
This is a this is more of a town than like a hamlet or a village.
Let me see here. What's the?
As you pull in, you are greeted by the sight of a couple of other larger ships in port, and you kind of make your approach, tie yourselves up. Dockmaster comes up to you, Zog, and says, "Evening. Good
How
to
you
see
doing,
you again."
buddy? Yeah. So what's the cost for the boat tonight?
Well, let's see. How many have you got with you?
One boat.
No, how many are on your boat?
6, right? Yeah, 6.
And you're going to be shoving off in the morning?
Yeah, are we staying for a couple days or are we heading out? We're just hitting the road, right?
Yeah, we're just offloading some goods and then moving
Alright.
on.
Yeah, just the night, bud.
Call it 1.5 gold.
Alright, I give him 5.
5?
Yeah.
He's just like,
I like my boat to be safe, yeah.
I'll get Bug. And he just like turns and walks away. You hear him whistle, and off to the side, you see like this shack that's kind of like on the harbor's edge. Just it's almost like it's built into the harbor, and you see like come out of it, just like a big long arm just extend through the door and under the doorway, and stepping out, you see this hefty, large fella.
Okay.
Seems to be built like a truck.
So, because my brain wants to say this. Fun fact: a village is a small community, but the difference between a village and a town is that a town has a government, so a mayor.
Yes.
And boundaries
That is
set up.
true.
So yeah, sorry.
Yes.
I just
I
wanted to
love
say
you, Dono.
that.
There you go.
I looked it up and I wanted to know.
Very nice.
I've been DMing for years and I didn't know that.
Congratulations.
Donald's like, wait, there's a piece of information I don't have. Let me grab it.
Just large, hefty man stepping out into the setting sun. Bluish skin, greenish hair. Looks like he almost has a set of gills on his head, on the side of his head, on the side of his neck.
Okay.
2 long antennae, and yeah, like I said, just built like a truck, rippling biceps and muscles, and he just like looks to you, Zog, and he's like, "I keep track of boat."
I trust this guy.
And he just like steps onto your boat and just kind of like sits, crossed arms, reaches into his pocket, pulls out like a book that's about half the size of one of his hands, just opens it, and he starts reading it.
Are you planning on sleeping on the boat with us?
I keep watch over. I will sleep in on cut next to boat.
Oh, okay.
Your boat will not go anywhere. You have overpaid, Dockmaster.
Okay. Can I
This is-
insight check Bug? This man is.
You have
Dedicated.
interacted with Bug in the past,
Oh, have I? All right.
but
so
it's been a hot minute. You haven't had to stop in Goobr for a hot minute.
I'm trying to figure out is if somebody needs to stay on the boat with Bug if we trust
More
him.
so the fact of the last couple of times you interacted with Bug, you were very drunk.
Oh.
Bug's presence, Bug's like
Is a blurry memory.
is a blurry memory. You could have swore he was like half his size
Yeah.
that he is standing in front of you now. But yeah,
But I
this
know
is
Bug's
Bug.
good.
he watches,
yeah, all right, it's
watches
Bug.
over your
Okay.
boat. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I look over and I'm like, Quinlan, Damon, I don't know what y'all got going on for the day. If there's more shops and whatnot. Tesla, I want to steal you because you know the shit better than me to sell off this turtle shell. Sundial,
do?
I think you know about tinkering and what can be built with it and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Sundial, you always just do whatever you want anyways, so yeah.
I have a persuasion of +6.
So you can do whatever you want.
So, as you unload the crate of scavenged materials, claws, teeth, scales, etc., etc., the largest part of this operation being the shell still being drugged behind you is something you can work out as we explore the town of Goobr a little bit. What would
Can
you
I roll
like to?
an intelligence check to see how much Tesla knows about shells and what it could be?
Go ahead.
Yes, because I personally do not know, and I want to. Oh, starting off strong, 10.
And you know that the shells of most turtles and turtle-like creatures, especially giant mutated ones, are made up. Some of them are one smooth piece, and some of them, but most of them are made up of segmented plates that all kind of attach to one hollow inner, like, shell musculature. Those plates can be turned, especially giant plates, can be turned into large shields, or they can be turned into armor plates for larger creatures. This giant mutated turtle, it would probably require some tooling and shaping on just one plate to make, like, one plate could be taken by an armorer and it could be broken down into its component bits, and a piece of armor, like a set of armor, could be made out of one of its especially larger plates.
Okay.
So we have
we're
a lot
looking
of
at
armor
like
on our hands.
8 sets probably.
We have 108 scales that we took off the shell, and
Oh,
still
the scales are
itself.
like
Oh,
you know,
like small
They're no
scales.
bigger.
Okay.
They're no bigger
Yeah.
than like a gold piece.
Yeah. All right. We still have
So,
the whole shell though. So yeah.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll tag along with you two. I'm kind of wanting to buy some gear.
Yeah. Come along.
I'm gonna
Quinlan,
look at
what do you-
three heading in on the sales expedition.
I'm gonna look at Quinlan and be like, "You wanna come with me?"
Sure.
Okay.
From the background, you hear Willow. I'm gonna take a nap.
And she does so. She
Willow
kind of
was
like darts into
completely
the.
food coma because she ate like 3 whole giant pancakes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
I look at
Oh,
her,
yeah.
I'm like, don't blame
catching
you.
up with her. It's catching up with her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
After that ride, yep.
It's a lot of carbs. Well, no, shit'll knock you on your ass.
And a shot.
All right.
So we have Sundial and Quinlan doing something, and we have the sales expedition of the other 3.
Okay.
I don't know what that other something is, so we'll get to that maybe in a
Whenever
little
you
bit.
want to get to my turd, just let me know and I'll tell you.
All right. So
Why do I feel like Sundial's gonna look for like a brothel or something and not know what it is? Like,
oh,
No.
I am
No,
not
I'm
the
sure-
parent. I am not going to have this talk with him.
Hey, you know something? We
I'm sure
actually-
Zog has taken him to a couple and was like, hey, this is what this is. And Zog,
We
Oh, no,
started
Zog's
early
up.
because that was my alarm for us starting
Ooh.
this game. So we
Oh,
started
nice.
a little
Good.
earlier than normal.
Zog 100% has just been like, this is where I go to make friends. Go hang out on the boat.
Oh no, like Sundial knows what a brothel is. He's seen you come to the ship with women.
He's seen you come.
Oh my god.
oh God.
Hey, hey.
That was a coincidence, and you know it.
Like an unbelievable.
Like walking in
Wow.
on someone, like, oh,
Uh-oh.
what are you doing there?
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I thought there was just a pile of trash in the corner of the room. I'm sorry.
You were drunk. It's a, yeah.
Tells you how
Alright.
much of a slob Zog is.
I'll,
So-
I'll stop being disgusting.
So, the sales team. What are you doing about either getting the shell out of the water or prying large plates off the shell?
I'm just gonna. My first thought was just try to muscle this shell up onto the shore.
I was gonna say we have your crane.
Tesla would totally use the equipment on the boat to lift it up out of the water.
All right.
Thank you.
It'll take about 20 minutes for an auto success on just
Okay.
using the equipment on the boat to
Yeah.
pick the shell up out of the water and put it onto the shoreline. So while that's going on, and it succeeds,
I
you
look for a bunch of cool kids that are riding skateboards that I can put the shell on to bring it into town.
Oh god.
Can I roll to see if there's any carts or any thing that I can maybe steal and bring back?
I'm sure there's some kind of
okay. Zog roll for skateboards, Damon roll for cart.
All right, roll
They're
for
both going to
skateboards.
be
Got it.
investigation checks.
Oh, I was gonna roll a natural, like a dirt,
Ignore
like
my
a
rolling.
straight D20. All right, investigation.
Dirty 20.
nice.
14.
And at 14. No
Do
cool
I-
kids. No
There are no
skateboards.
rad kids around here, man.
No rad kids. No skateboards.
There are no teens with attitude.
Ratitude with daditude.
no.
Damon, a quick glance shows you what appears to be a common lot where a few carts might be tied for either a marketplace or a tavern, kind of lined up one next to the other. One of them looks like an open top cart that would be big enough to fit your shell.
19 plus 7 for stealth to steal the cart.
Yeah. You with that number, you can pick that cart specifically, and there isn't too much troubles. Just for the hell of it. Hold on, let me look. Let me see. Let's see what happens here.
We're starting off pretty strong tonight.
We are. You guys are doing great.
You know why? It's because our curse of Emily is not here.
Oh
You be
no.
nice to my friend.
Hey,
I love
The most
I love her.
she comes
the
in clutch
most
all the
leave
time.
my
observant person
murder
in the
boss
marketplace. I just rolled to see if the most observant person in the marketplace might have seen you, and they got a 3, so they definitely didn't. Yeah, you're
I like
good.
to imagine Bug on the boat, just like I saw that.
Yep, but he
but
doesn't.
I'm not
care.
doing
He's just
anything
being
because
paid.
I'm taking care of the boat.
All he's paid to do is take care of the boat. He doesn't care.
Yep.
So I'm gonna walk down, and I'm assuming I didn't. I'm gonna go with the fact I didn't tell them I was doing this. So they're pulling this boat out of the water, or the shell out of the water,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden I just walk down with this cart and say,
Like-
"Hey, here we go. Set it in
Oh.
this."
That's
Like,
a
okay.
lot better. Yeah.
I don't even ask questions anymore. Just rotate, use the gears and pulling the levers and rotating the whole crane over and just start lowering it down on top of the crate that he's got.
Can I, now that the shell is out of the water and whatnot, can I climb inside of the shell and take a look around to see if we missed anything on the inside? Because we
Did
couldn't
we
get a
hollow
good
it
look.
out?
I assume we did because we got all the meat.
The harvesting process was not described because to get the shell in the state that you have it in, it would indeed be hollow, but the stuff you would have to do in order to make it that way was a little too graphic for Twitch. So,
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Not to
as
mention
you
it's been in the
can-
water. Anything
Yeah.
left, I'm sure, like fish and whatnot, have eaten off. and
Okay,
it's-
makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
It's been
was picked up.
scavenged off of as it's
Sleeping
been
with the
drugged behind you.
fishes.
He's sleeping with the fish. And if you want to actually crawl around on the inside?
Yeah, I just want to take a look on the inside and see if we missed anything.
Okay. It is big enough that you would be able to like step inside and stand up in it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's okay.
It's a giant turtle.
Dude,
Heck
we should
yeah.
find a gnome and sell it to him as his house instead.
Oh no.
God no.
Mobile home.
Please don't do this.
It's a
Mobile home
mobile.
for a gnome.
Wheels.
We're going to invent tractor trailers.
Oh god.
I think this one counts as a double wide.
Oh, double wide.
Does it have polyester curtains and a redwood deck?
Oh,
Oh
God.
god. No, but I'm sure they could put it out there.
That costs extra.
Okay.
No, we are not doing this. That's 20 inspiration points. 20.
Can we call it the House of Bunga?
Hey guys,
I'm
start
pretty sure
casting
he's
in. Give,
gonna say no.
give Rhys all your inspiration points so we can have a mobile home.
No. No.
Okay.
No.
All right, so
Anyway.
I'm looking around inside the turtle shell.
Are you like standing up inside it or just sticking your head inside?
I am standing up inside of it.
Okay. So you like kind of. Ugh.
Yeah.
Crawl your way in, stand up, look around, make
It's like
perception checks.
casting light just to make sure I can.
Yeah,
do it.
it's dark, so casting light would be would be a good idea.
Perception.
There is a little light streaming in through the hole you crawled into, and the butthole, like the hole in the
Yeah.
backside where the tail would have come out.
23 perception.
23.
Yeah.
As you kind of light a light inside here and look around, you notice the inside of the shell has a couple of little like precious mineral deposits inside of it. Almost like it was buildup. Like
Okay.
plaque in your teeth.
Oh. I called Tesla in because Tesla would know more about this than I would, I'd assume.
Okay.
You know about things. You're smarter. You're smarter than me. I'm staring at this like that looks important. Tesla! Tesla, come in the turtle.
Tesla kind of hops in, and being like 2/3 of his height, it's probably not much of a crawl underneath.
Oh no,
hops in.
yeah, not difficult.
What? Why am I standing
I-
inside of a turtle shell?
Is that worth anything? The bulky parts?
You look around as he points them out to you, Gear, and you see a couple of small deposits of precious metal.
Is it the metal in the world?
It is not Lyramite.
That.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Lyramite cannot be like Lyramite cannot build up in like sedimentary like fashion.
Okay.
This is almost like an ore chunk of like an iron or a silver or a platinum.
Okay.
Just like,
Do I know what it is?
looking at this chunk specifically, the one that he's pointed out to you looks like silver.
Ooh. Okay.
It's about yay big. Could fit like comfortably in the palm of your hand.
Okay. Can I reach it?
You kind of reach up and you just like,
Am I tall enough to reach it? That's what I'm
I
asking.
imagine I have to like give you a little bit of a boost.
it's you get your fingertip on it. You just need like a little stand up on your tippy toes, and you just kind of like don't have enough leverage, but with just a little.
Tesla, I'm not gonna do this without like you. Okay, do you want me to like just like give you a little.
Yeah.
little
Go
boost.
ahead.
There's a little boost.
I pull his hips and I just like launch her up.
Kind of like
Like here
Oh my
we
God.
go.
whoop.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's lagging.
Your head goes like, whoa, you're right there. And you get a very close look at this chunk. It is indeed silver. It is tarnishing like silver would tarnish in the condition that it is in. It
Okay.
is definitely dug in there. And you
Can I-
kind of just like reach up with both hands. You just kind of like, pop it out. It leaves a little indentation behind.
Okay.
This is a pretty good sized chunk.
Are there
You
any
need to
others?
get it- tiny, like the size of a gold piece almost. I mean, you could pick them off, but they would basically be the equivalent of like, if it was made of gold, it would be less than a gold piece because it has to be refined into a gold piece first.
Yeah.
It has to be
Right,
like, shaped
right,
into a
right.
gold piece first.
Right. So not worth my time, basically. Just this one chunk.
Really not, unless you're willing to like scrape all of them out and then but that's hardly
Do the
worth
whole
it
mess,
for
and
anybody.
it's not something
Yeah.
I'm into. That's not my
Actually,
business.
Does Tesla relay this to me that there are still like smaller deposits that like? she
Oh, you're
doesn't think
still
is worth
inside the
grabbing?
shell.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
if I can see it, if I analyze it and I think it's not worth my time, I probably wouldn't say anything. Unless he
Oh.
asked about it.
I mean, Zog, you can see these
yeah,
tiny
I can
deposits.
see
just
smaller
like Tesla
deposits.
can, yeah.
I'm like, hey, Sundial,
Not with you.
Sundial, grab a rock and get in here.
I'm not with you.
Oh,
Sundial's
Sundial
not
already
with us.
left?
Yeah.
So here's something
You
I
guys are
wanted
doing your
to.
own thing.
Yeah,
I
I
was
wanted
gonna
to do
ask-
something too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
well, they're in there. I just like start steering the cart toward the market where we're going.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's you could
Chariot
absolutely be
away.
moving while they're inside this shell doing this. Yeah.
My idea was to get Sundial to mold Earth a thin piece of rock all around the inside and just scrape everything off real quick.
You already told Sundial that he could go do whatever the heck he wanted, so next to suck.
So,
that would have been a real smart idea, though.
Monk, or not
Real
monk,
smart feller.
Yeah, I poke my head out of the head hole of the turtle, and I'm like, "Do you know where you're going?"
No,
No.
I figured someone will steer me in the right direction.
All right, so we're going 2 streets up, and to the left is the blacksmith shop, if I remember right.
It doesn't take you very long to travel through the middle of town with a large turtle shell on the back of your cart for people to notice, and for some people to just kind of be like, "Whoa, what is that? Whoa!" And a couple of people kind of you hear muttering, you hear murmuring about. This is old silverback. This is silverback. And you can't help but wonder what they're talking about.
Can I roll a perception check to try to hone in on the conversations around me?
Won't be a very hard DC. Go ahead.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
In fact, what's your passive perception?
Read your dogs. Reach you have inspiration.
Perception is 15.
15? No roll needed. You kind of if you wanted to hone in on one conversation specifically, there's this old grizzled fisherman looking dude who's kind of looking at this slightly younger, less grizzled fisherwoman looking girl. And he's mentioned, and you hear him specifically say, "Looks like somebody finally took the time to bring down old silverback there. Might fetch a pretty penny for that one."
Do you know where he'll fetch a penny?
He looks up at you when you say that, and he's like, And he just turns and walks away as if what he was just saying didn't happen. Just eavesdropping. Eavesdroppers don't get the liberty of continuing the conversation.
Can I roll to hit him in the back of the head with a ball bearing?
I mean, you can make a ranged weapon attack.
Zuck, put me down.
Oh, okay. I forgot I was still holding you. My bad.
Holding her up while you're sticking your head out of the head hole. She's just standing on your back at this point. She's
So, actions +5 to my deck, so a 19.
19?
14 + 5.
Roll that damage, my guy. Let's see if you kill an old man in the street.
Hold on.
It's a ball bearing. I'm just trying to get his attention.
First. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. See what happens.
Accuracy does not equal damage or strength.
True.
All right, let's see.
I'll call it a D4.
That's what I was kind of going with. 1.
He's walking away. You sling a ball bearing his direction. He just reaches up with one hand, grabs it out of the air, and turns around, just with his eye to you, and he's just doesn't even garner a response. He just drops it, just blows a little puff of smoke.
I look up at the top of Tesla. It's your turn.
My turn for what?
I don't like people.
All right, Damon, if you want to go hide in the shell and be a little emo, you can. I'll carry the cart.
Oh, God.
Just put my hood up and I kind of slink off into the crowd.
Oh, you don't go in the turtle?
Oh, my God.
Tesla will sit down at the lip of the shell opening, which is I assume the direction of where the cart is being pulled. So she's sitting on shell behind Zog as he's walking.
Yeah.
So where are we taking this?
There's a blacksmith shop right up the road. I figured they can make armor out of it and whatnot.
You like
Which-
point up the road to a sign
Yeah.
with an anvil and a precious stone, like kind of set into the side of the anvil,
Mhm.
called Garnet Branders.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm just heading over there. If I remember right, I've met the shopkeep before. I don't know. I've met so many people.
Okay, history check.
Sure. Yeah, I was just doing that RP wise, but I'm always down for that. 16.
How much?
16.
Elvon Garnet Brander has taken multiple trips on your boat.
Elvon Garnet.
Elvon, Elvon, Garnet
Okay.
Brander. And you
Yeah,
remember
so-
the last time he went on your boat? Kind of
Yep.
gave you the cold shoulder as he disembarked.
Mm.
Bit of a was it something I said moment.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's a little bit of a stick in the mud, but I mean, he's good at what he does, so. And he's all
Okay.
around. Yeah.
All
Sounds
right. So we will pick up Garnet Branders here in a little bit. Let's go to Sundial and Quinlan.
All right. So I'm gonna use the I know a guy rule.
Oh,
Dippy,
okay.
and you just get
who
to
do you
go with it.
know? Who do you know?
So I'm going to go. Sundial is going to go talk to an old friend that he ran into the first time that Zog ever let him go and just be free. He ran into a gentleman named Jesse Spade, who is investigator / head of the Thieves Guild here in town, who taught him how to use thieves' tools and disguise kits and made it proficient. Because Zog can't teach him those things, so he's got to learn it from somewhere.
Let me just double check your sheet really fast.
Do you?
Just super duper quick.
I did not add him
Yes,
onto my
you
sheet.
you are proficient with this guy's tool.
Hence why he's able to change his form and everything.
Okay. Yes, I will. Okay. What'd you say his name was? Jesse Spade?
Jesse Spades, JESSESPADE. He is a half orc, and he is an investigator with and he has connections. You can either have him be the leader or have connections with the Thieves Guild. And he's just a guy that picks up quests and stuff, and
Okay.
got
And Quinlan is following you for this.
yes.
What problem are you trying to solve by talking to Jesse Spade?
One, going into town to say hi, like just pop in on him, and two, getting more information about seeing if he knows anything about the slime stuff and how I could be connected to it. And I have another thing that I kind of want him to go look for, but we'll see.
Okay, we'll get there when we get there.
Okay.
Yeah, which will not
We'll
be
get
very
there
long.
when we get there.
So. Let me change my music just a little bit for this.
I don't get to use this rule a lot, so I'm using it now.
This is the one-time. Normally, this is a one-time thing. Let me double. I would have to double check my home rule just to be sure, but hold on. Right.
So I know a guy.
Yeah. So
I just say to not Quinlan.
he will be a permanent fixture in the world, but this is the one time that you can do this. So you're
Okay.
sure this is your one. Are you good?
Yeah.
All
Somehow
right.
doesn't know a lot of people, but like if he ran into a random guy,
Yeah,
taught him how to do
you're
shit.
right. He doesn't know a lot of guys. So him knowing a guy this early actually makes sense. Yeah, no, you're good. All right.
and he came from this
We
area,
got-
so
So we got 5 more guys.
Mhm.
But for now,
Mhm.
as you kind of walk to the eastern side of town, still up against the river, but the northeastern part, you find yourself at the edge of a quay with a stone wall kind of built along the land's edge so that the water can rise and fall and it doesn't affect the shoreline too much. And at low tide, which it is now, especially with it getting dark, a stone staircase makes itself known to you, and it goes down to the entrance of what appears to be an irrigation tunnel or underwater or underground like water flow tunnel. Not a sewer, but something to get water from one place to another place, to get a lot of water from one place to another.
Irrigation.
Fairly. Yeah.
A cistern.
Sure. Let's call it a cistern.
I think that's the term.
Something like it. And you kind of like hang a right into this, walking into this cistern.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take a couple more steps and you kind of look on the wall for a specific sign, sundial, and you're just looking and you're looking.
I'm retracing my steps that I wandered into.
Oh yeah.
To get into here. Like Sundial wouldn't have known what was danger back then.
Exactly.
He still doesn't 100% get it, but like he's just like, oh, I remember this area. Okay, maybe he's here. And Quinlan, you are just following him into like this dark situation. It's just like and Sundial is unfazed. He's just like, it's fine.
Which I will ask. You are continuing to follow him into this, yes? All right. Eventually, you see the symbol. You see the symbol of the Ace of Spades on the wall. And you kind of count 1, 2, 3. And you just watch a passageway open up. And you just like look to Quinlan and you see this large amalgamation golem of Lyramite and random bits and pieces of garbage has opened up a secret passageway in front of you, which looks to be very dark and foreboding. And he's just staring at you, Quinlan, ready for your continuation, your move.
Well, I'm just gonna keep following.
Okay.
All right.
Very well. By the way, if anybody's
Kind of
wondering,
looking a little... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. By the way, if anybody's wondering, Sundial knew the answer to that puzzle because he has blind sight and could could just figure out that, oh, this is where I put it. Not the first time that he went through the door.
Yeah. Exactly. He just has he had the like,
Okay.
What is this weird indentation in the wall? Oh, that's what it is.
Okay.
This passageway opens up.
I want to know what Quinlan was about to say. Sorry.
Just looking a little confused and concerned.
Give me a second. I just look at you, like I shrug my shoulders. And continue walking forward.
And he looked at me.
So as you walk inside, the eerie smell gets overpowered by the sense of just, you're not lost. Sundial, you're definitely not lost, but you feel like but Quinlan, you feel like going too much farther and you're just not sure. There's a little bit of unease. And then, as if stepping through a curtain of air, you pass through a threshold which opens up to a small underground, like a small underground dome, with just like a couple of like ramshackle buildings inside. You know, they're not kept up with, but they are not like it falling into disrepair because some of these buildings are occupied. And as you look around, you see some of the more seedy denizens of what you would know to be the underground are kind of like dwelling in the place between the true underground and the surface world. You see what appear to be some bugbears, hobgoblins. You see possibly 1 or 2 shifters and even 1 or 2 minotaurs. But in this seedy underbelly of this place that you didn't even know existed 5 minutes ago, you watch Sundial head straight for a large building that's almost shaped like a giant salt shaker, hexagonal, kind of tapers up into a piece, cap on top, with a little smokestack coming out of the side that goes up into the roof, and gets vented out, with a large plaquette on the front showing an ace of spades. And a magnifying glass. And add that bit.
I don't even knock on the door. Because if you like, because Sundial probably didn't do that the first time. He just opens it silently.
He just like
walks in. And we'll
you
just
hear,
look around.
You hear like a lock in place, and then just a don't move. And he like you turn your orb, and you see standing there, heavy crossbow in hand, in the smoking gun detective noir, long ass tan trench coat and tan fedora. You see a green skinned, partially tusked half orc of Jesse Spade.
Hello.
This is not the tone that I thought this was going to be when I said investigator's office on tabletop audio.
Yeah,
all right,
it's all good.
No, this is about right.
Yeah. Like, hello.
And he's just like, Lord above. Damn, Sundial, what the hell are you doing here?
Well, it's been a minute, and I have interesting story to tell you. Also, this is Quinlan.
Is he cool?
So far.
Okay, fine.
I thought it was like, weird at first, actually. And Quinlan, this is the first time that you hear Sundial ever like admit his like feelings about somebody else.
And he just kind of like sets the heavy crossbow down up against the back wall, which you now get a good look at the inside of this office, Quinlan. You've been here before, Sundial, but the inside of this office is just like wood fixture mixed with like stucco panel, like just like that. You know the popcorn ceilings? That's like his walls, along with like exposed wood beams, and just everywhere are just like nails and pins and boards and papers and like red string lines going from one place to another with pictures and people and names and tape. And sitting on his desk are a couple of like just strewn about the place are a couple of like set of calling stones that would just be connected to specific people. And you see a little symbol of what appears to be a dagger with 2 blades of grass, and what appears to a dagger, 2 blades of grass, and what appears to be a how do I put it? A compass, kind of like sitting behind it. And Jesse Spade just kind of looks back to you, Sundial, and he just goes, Well, I don't appreciate you barging in on my business, but
Well, you would have shot me otherwise.
just
Friends don't knock.
maybe
You told me that.
you have a very good memory. And he just kind of like opens up one of the drawers in his desk, pulls out what appears to be a comically large cigar, and just like places it to his lips. And he flicks his thumb, and a little flame emanates from the top of his thumb, and he just shakes, puts it out. Why did you come back here, Sundial?
Well,
I know it wasn't just to tell me no damn story.
it was the first time back from when I last left, so...
A year and a half ago, after everything that I told you.
Yeah, I didn't have many memories back then.
Well, have you made some?
That and remembering some.
What do you mean? And you see that look come across his face of just like, ooh, you just said something that sparked interest in me. In
Well,
fact, I have a sound for that. Wait. There you go.
yeah.
What do you mean?
There's a dream that I've had since I've gotten to a music box. And it's like gelatinous creatures playing instruments or corporeal forms. It brought me to this, and I take out what is it? Kin? Yeah.
You have Kin with you?
Yeah, he just floats in my
Okay.
shit, my guy. He's in his
Oh.
bottle.
Okay, yeah, he's still in his okay. It would be a very different story if he was not in his
No,
bottle.
I'm not gonna fucking just
okay.
let him eat my body.
Okay, no, I got you. So you just kind of like, you bring Kin to the forefront and you just kind of place him in your hand. He gets a call on one of his calling stones. Not now.
So,
He... God, why the jokes? What's with the jokes? Sorry. For those of you in Twitch who can't see what's going on in the Zoom call right now, Damon is entertaining the people who are not participating right now with dad jokes. And it's distracting me because I can see them too, but that shouldn't stop you from doing them. So, kind of looks at this little bottle in your hands, and he's just like, "Well, aren't you?"
the bodies acted and were gelatinous like this, but they held instruments and tools and made music. And then the music box is big enough that I can carry it around with me, right?
No, it is
No.
a chest.
Oh,
It is like a
Okay.
a foot of your bed chest.
got it.
Yeah.
I can take
And he
you.
just like ding ding ding, just taps on the side of the bottle, and Kin just kind of like just like wibble wobbles.
I'm trying to remember if prestidigitation gives me a minor magic trick, spell casting, create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect such as a shower of sparks, tuned for candles, you insulate clean soil, show warm,
Jesse
you make
just
a
kind of
color small
looks
mark. Yeah, you create a
between
non-magical
you and
tinkering
Kin.
or illustration.
Kind of looks between you and Kin, and he just goes, "Dreams are the stuff of the future. A lot of times when people have dreams, they're more like premonitions, visions, if you will. Sure, some of them are pleasurable, but sometimes when they can give you information, it might lead to something. What do you know? Have you learned anything about these creatures you saw ever since you had this first dream?"
I've
Takes a big
learned-
suck of his.
I tell him what I learned from the shopkeep, the fact that they're like oozes and such like that.
Ooze.
I don't know exactly what it's all about, but if it's a memory, like you would say,
Turns-
either a vision of the future
Turns
or a
and walks to a
connection to
back
my
wall.
past.
Starts filtering through like pins on his wall. Pulls off a little clipping, brings it back over to you, hands it to you. You see what appears to be a newspaper clipping, almost, or at least a Gazette clipping. As an alarm goes by outside. Okay.
Those
Gazette
hobgoblins really
clipping.
knew how to throw a party.
With an illustration of what looks like a giant cube with stuff kind of floating inside of it. He says, last time I heard anyone talk of oozes was when this guy tore a rampage through. He kind of stumbles over his word, trying to think of the name of the location. Hold on. And this guy went on a rampage through Jess. And you look and you see scrawlings in common of this being called a gelatinous cube. And that the people were calling him Old Blue Slime. And the whole clipping is not preserved, but there are like bits and pieces of run-on sentences about Old Blue Slime killing several people after accumulating in size by gathering up inorganic materials. And
Does it speak of anything dealing with Mike Duggins?
you do not see the name Mike Duggins in this article. No.
Got it.
Do you mention the name Mike Duggins?
I'll look through it and say, there's nothing here about the man that I'm looking for or was told to go to. Name's Mike Duggins. You heard it? Have you heard?
So you are looking for someone specifically. Okay.
Well, I was told
is
that
getting more into my
I
territory.
could get more information about it. Do you know anything about him?
Picks up his second calling stone. Not now. Just hold the fuck up. And puts it back down.
You should get a secretary. I don't know what
Down
it is.
here?
But
Who am I going to hire as a secretary?
I don't know. One of those goblins.
You just kind of point outside, and there's a goblin at the end of your finger line, and he's just like, "How?" And Jesse just goes, "Ugh." Anyway. This person you're searching for, are they, for lack of a better way of putting it, dealing in oozes? Do they deal with oozes? Are you just searching for
Is it
answers
late
from them?
abnormality? Looking up. I have written down. I believe it was something like he was searching information about oozes or looking for them.
Mhm.
So he deals with oozes, yes, and might actually have more information for me. But like I'm seeing, since we're here in town, I'm talking to you.
Who might this information dealer be? And we're gonna pause there and go back to the sales team because I want them to participate in this episode a little bit more.
All right.
We are coming up on
I need that pen, baby.
an hour and a little bit.
A witch's vehicle goes broom broom.
Ah, damn it.
Ah,
These are the dad jokes that you've been saying as you've been making your way to Garnet Branders.
yep. Oh, we didn't even see. Gears gave us a hydrate.
Oh, thanks, Gears.
Thank you, Gears.
Gears.
That's why I was drinking.
Yep.
Yep.
Hooray. So,
Right.
as you pull up to the front, let me change the music. This is different now. It's different. Okay.
This is a sketchy ass blacksmith.
So,
Leaves
pull up-
off the vine.
shut up.
Oh God.
As you pull up to the front of Garnet Branders, you kind of like, as you stop, there are a couple of people who like walk up to your cart as you stop. And you're all kind of getting out and stepping off in order to walk inside. One of them approaches you, Zog, and he's just like, what are you planning on doing with that thing?
Just selling it off, seeing make some armor out of it and whatnot.
To Elvon? And he just like points at the front door.
I mean, you got someone better in mind?
I mean, hell, you're carrying around a collector's item, my friend.
You think this is... I thought this would just be good for making some armor. Who's gonna want this in their home? It's massive.
Okay.
That's what she said.
He just kind of like shakes his head and he's like, if you're not in the business of keeping it, I'll take it off your hands.
How much?
What do you mean? I'm going to interrupt. What do you mean collector's item?
Well, it's not every day that somebody takes out one of... It's not every day that someone takes out one of Silverback's kin. You do realize this, right? And he like cocks an eye.
Please inform me. I'm actually not from around here. I'm actually kind of traveling, so tell me, what is Silverback?
Silverback even further away.
Silverback is the ugliest motherfucking turtle you have ever seen in your entire life, and he eats ships for breakfast.
Okay.
And you just happen to be carrying around a shell that looks a hell of a lot like his, or his baby's.
Well, I mean, how much you want for it?
Well, if you're asking me for a price, I'm going to tell you 2 gold, my friend. But you better go to someone to professionally appraise that thing.
Do I know someone that can do that?
Did you say this out loud?
I say this to the DM of like, heads up.
I don't know. Roll a... Well, let me check your skills real fast. How about you give me a little bit of a...
Well, this guy I know...
We are not using 2 I know a guys in the same stream. This is not happening. You are not far enough into the campaign to use 2 I know a guys this early. Make a...
But the farther
what
we
I would
get
call it other than a history check.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
The farther we get away from Petal, the harder it will be for me to use that.
14.
14. Nope.
Can
All
Tesla do an
appraisers.
investigation check to figure out an appraiser? Because I'm sure that's part of her line of work. To know somebody.
I would
to appraise
say
stuff.
call that history. I would say call that history.
She's never been here.
Oh, in town specifically. Yeah, go ahead. Investigation check would be better for this. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I think like if she were to relocate new places, she would need to, or
Es
even
tut mir leid.
expand her shop.
Es tut
She
mir leid,
want-
meine Freunde.
Let's do.
I'll wait for this to play out, then I'll go.
17.
17. Cursory glance. You know that appraisers tend to stick by blacksmiths for their like appraisal of the metal that comes in from the scraplands or from the heaps.
Mm-hmm.
And you happen to see
Goodwill.
Because this is not you happen to see goodwill. No.
He has a good eye for these kind of things. And a big will. Oh, and we got a stretch.
You happen to see
Stretch.
Oh, It's probably good I
see
stretch.
You happen to see what looks like a fairly decently sized building with a signpost out front for Lizrin's appraisals.
Okay.
So this group has a choice to make. You can either go to the appraisal, or you can just try an outright deal with Elvon.
I want to take Zog. Let's head over to that store over there first before we check out your buddy.
The candy shop?
No, I mean if you want to.
Oh, next to it. Sorry, my bad. No.
Yeah, the little shop beside the appraisal. Like we could probably go there.
No, not
Okay,
Reese's Peanut Butter Factory.
Is Damon in eye shot, or is Damon like sneaking out?
I think he's sneaky.
Damon was kind of standing next to the group, and he was going to go with you guys, but he just rolled a 25 to pickpocket the guy who just gave us that information.
What is my deception? Okay.
Woo! Hello.
I was gonna intimidate him and make him introduce us to an appraiser, but
we figured that out.
yeah, so now I had to come up with something else to do.
I swear to God, I rolled a natural 1 for his perception. So I was gonna roll a die, but I'm just gonna place it on its maximum. You get 8 gold.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a natural 20 plus 5, so.
Oh my God.
So
you get 8 gold and a comb that he keeps in his pocket. A silver comb.
I'll take it.
Zog looks at Tesla and just like lead the way, or I guess you're behind me because you're on the turtle. Point the way as he starts moving the car.
She'll get up off the turtle and start walking towards the front door of the appraiser's office and open the door and walk right in.
All right. The sun is approaching the horizon now, so some places are beginning to close shop, but you managed to see lantern light on the inside of the windows of Lizrin's appraisals. That music is a little bit much. Sorry about that. And as you kind of walk in, you see kind of sitting at a round table is just sitting at a round table. You see a female dwarf,
nice,
two long kind of ponytails, and a little bit of an updo. You see kind of what are the beginnings of some mutton chops on the side of her face. She wears almost like a combination of what would almost be a 3-piece suit if it were made out of ringmail. And she is adorned with what appears to be some nice kind of bluish greenish garments on the outerwear. And she kind of looks up to you as you walk in, and she goes, "All right then, I wasn't expecting one more before I had to close up shop, but I guess I'll take you in. Come in.
Hello.
Sit down.
Well, we weren't expecting to come in here either, but we came across something unexpected.
Oh, did you know? Well, let me go ahead and take a look."
Zog is outside the door with the turtle shell because it won't fit, obviously.
You can't fit the turtle shell through the door.
So I'm just standing outside.
Yeah, you're just standing at the door. It's just like
Tesla turns around and points outside. I guess assume there's a window that you can see through, and there's a
there is front window, kind of like curtained over. She kind of like hops up off her chair, walks over. Oh.
Zog's just waving.
And she just kind of like, where did you get one of Silverback's skin shells?
We were, it's a long story, but the crew that I traveled here with was able to foul it. And as we were traveling through town, we heard a few rumors, so we figured we'd check with you before we went and
She begins to walk. She begins to walk out the door in order to examine it more closely.
Mm-hmm.
And as you follow her explaining this, she's like, holy mother. You really did manage to run afoul of one, huh? Well, give me just 2 shakes of a lamb. And she, like, grabs up onto the back of the cart, hops up, kind of, like, clambers inside. And from the inside of the shell, you hear, oh, my.
Zog instantly, like, sticks his hand in and casts light on his compass. So she has, like...
yeah, hand goes in after.
Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Wow. So, were you looking to sell it to a collector or to an, what were you looking to do with it?
Well, for the right price, we would like to get the most for it. So, what is your advice? We will, I will, of course, reward you with a portion. What is your fees, by the way?
She kind of like boom, pokes her head out. 20% commission. And she's like, looks around and is, well, I see 2 options if you're looking to get the most out of this. We do have a big game hunter who's been searching for one of Silverback's kin shells himself. If you wanted to do the hard part for him and just sell it to him outright, he might be willing to give you an offer. But Silverback's shell plates can be made into finer armor over at Garnabrander's. Elvon would probably be more than willing to take the whole thing off you for 750.
How much do you think the collector would off it?
Well, it's kind of up to him, but depends on how much he wants to go after it himself. You would have to talk to him. He's on the other side of town. Just look for a sign that says Boggs.
Tesla, I don't want to carry this turtle across town again.
It's on a cart. You haven't been carrying it at all.
I'm tired.
He's just a little way down the road. He has a little operational museum of all of his finds. It's not hard to miss.
So
Would he be open at this hour?
If you hurry, he might.
I
So
have to run with this turtle now.
can I say I came in about partway through the conversation?
Sure. I mean, they did come outside for this. So
okay. Oh yeah, because well, hey guys, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer or anything, and I appreciate this fine old lady things
Is he with you?
information,
Yes.
but
Oh, okay.
we'd get a little bit more than what we'd make from numbnuts over here, but then we'd have to pay her 20% commission. So why don't we just sell it to them?
20% commission is just for if you manage to sell the thing. My appraisals are only based off of previous experience, my friend.
Wait, what are you appraising though? Like,
The
what are you
value
like?
of
What are
your
you
shell.
adding? But you're not giving us a value if we go sell it to the collector.
Well,
We just asked for it, and you were like, I don't know.
look. My appraisals are not exactly watertight. I mean, I can't step inside the mind of anyone who is looking for something specifically. Collectors have their tastes.
Give us your educated guess.
Given that he doesn't want to do it, given that he kind of wants to do it himself, he might feel a little downtrodden, but he would still probably... It's a 4-digit number, but it's kind of up to him.
All right, let's go bring it to the guy.
Plus, that's
Yeah.
not commissioned because I don't have previous experience, so...
All right, well,
Okay.
while we're here,
Um,
actually, go for it, Tesla.
I was gonna say, collectors do tend to be specific in both condition and other things. I think it would be it would be of our interest to find out what he wants if we were to. If not, then yeah, we can go to blacksmith afterwards.
Well, you two go do that. I'm gonna go over here and see the blacksmith. I want to purchase a couple hand crossbows.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Really quick before we go though, and Zog, who everyone now is noticing has been wearing a silver bowl on his head this entire trip. Takes it off. He keeps wearing this on his head. Takes off this gorgeous silver bowl and hands it to the appraiser. And just like, can I just hand you a couple gold and you tell me about this thing? Because everyone keeps telling me it's worth a lot of money.
She like looks at it and she's like, most people are right. I don't know how, but it's a pretty good
Ghost
make.
ship.
Pretty good
It
make.
was off a ghost ship. Cool.
A ghost ship.
Yeah.
It was some wreckage floating in the channel when they were. I
Right,
was asleep
I
when
got
this
that
happened.
part. I
I
got
have
that
no
part.
idea.
You got a good ballpark on what the bowl's worth? Or even if you know anything about it, I know nothing about this thing, why it's worth so much money.
A silversmith would probably take this off your hands for 200.
Oh, so there's nothing like special about the bowl, it's just a lot of silver.
It's a fine import.
Okay.
But it's just that, an import.
Okay.
Unless somebody wanted it as a centerpiece on their dining room table and they're still expecting it, I wouldn't put too much collector's value to it. But
okay,
like I've said, a
It'll make a
silversmith will
good
probably
hat.
take 200 for it. Huh?
It'll make a good hat.
No,
it has been making a good hat.
And I pull out my silver comb and I start combing my hair.
I would maybe try attaching a strap to that bowl if you plan on wearing it too much longer as a hat, but that would only ruin the value.
Oh, I've just needed to use my hands, like carrying the turtle shell and whatnot. That's why it's on my head.
Okay, sure. Well,
Tesla's
you better
shaking
hurry
her
off
head
if
at
you're
this.
going to catch bog.
Yes. I hand the bowl to Damon. I'm just like, just see if the blacksmith wants it, because he uses metal.
Okay.
That's not what the. Oh boy.
What's the difference between a silversmith and a blacksmith?
It's a more specialized role.
Oh,
A
well,
lot.
Zog doesn't know that.
Yeah, that's why.
Neither does
That's-
Damon.
Yeah. Tesla's like, oh my god, how do I?
Blacksmith is going to melt it down and use it for ornamental purposes. A silversmith is going to actually value it and try and sell the full thing.
Use the.
Yeah.
Tesla just shakes her head. She's like, whatever, it's yours to do what you want with it.
Damon,
and just
split the
starts
money with
walking
me.
Okay.
Tesla hands the lady.
And I get
5
20%.
No, you do not.
Tesla hands the lady 5 gold piece for her troubles, and then we'll return with the percentage.
Thank you for your time.
The lady did
Tesla, you
hear I
hopping
was
on?
buying more crossbows and she wants to get Liffy about 20%.
You don't have to
You're
go
not.
back
You're
to
not
her.
doing any of this transaction. You're not working with her. You're just.
Fun
You're
fact,
just
you
buying
don't
hand
have to go back to her to give her back the 20%.
I
But
definitely
it's the right to do.
I definitely am not going back to her.
Okay.
You didn't get anything appraised.
Yeah, she appraises things like what you've done. Like she would have to sit down and write down an appraisal for her to collect her 20%. She just is like she's trying to pull a fast one on you, but you're not that
Yeah.
slow.
So, Tesla, you ready?
Yes, let's go.
All right, so we
Hop on
got
the turtle. I'll carry.
so for the sake of expediency, Garnet Branders, you take the bowl and you're trying to buy 2 hand crossbows.
Yes.
Elvon Garnet Brander greets you as you walk in. Pleasure to have you in. I was just trying to close up a little bit for the night, but I suppose.
Well, I'll make this quick.
Okay.
hand crossbows. 2 of them.
Sure. And he like hops up, climbs up a ladder, grabs 2 hand crossbows off the wall, places them on the counter.
Bolts.
He like reaches behind him, slings a quiver of bolts onto the counter.
Yeah.
Looks like there's about 50.
Do you have any that are magical?
No, but
Okay. How much will you give me for this?
well, for 2 hand crossbows and a bolt, a rack of 50 bolts, let's call it, I don't know. 12 gold?
Okay. And how much will you give me from this fine bowl you'll use to decorate your swords and shields?
Kind of like, you set it down on the counter, it just kind of like, just sits. He looks at it, looks at you. 50 gold.
Done.
He takes the bowl, takes the bowl, takes the...
Oh my God.
What?
I just rolled a natural 20 to steal something on my way out.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm not even...
You're going to ruin me.
I'm not...
Listen, I'm literally at the Thieves Guild and they have more class than you.
I was just like, I'm going to do this for shits and giggles to like steal some more bolts on my way out. But then I'm like, it's a natural fucking 20.
He got a decent roll, but you got a natural 20.
You get a ballista on your way out.
No, you definitely
Just
don't
steal
do that.
His dog.
Oh my God.
He just casts invisibility.
I can't go invisible.
Steal, the more that gets added on to his perception check.
Oh my God. What's something? Let's just.
There is a certain point where his perception check will succeed, depending on the thing you're trying to steal.
16 for something useful on my way out the door. This is from finishing up our transaction.
Right.
I get 50 gold. Less the 12.
He hands you 38 gold.
Yep.
Because he gave you the hand crossbow. Actually, he hands you 35. Small fee for like barter transaction.
Okay.
As you're kind of like walking towards the door, you see like just on the wall kind of next to you what appears to be kind of looks like a small buckler shield.
Mm-hmm.
Just something you would hold in a hand to just kind of like deflect like a sword hit. Like it would just be considered a small shield.
Okay.
And you kind of like turn to him to distract him for this natural 20.
Let's see. I'll turn to him and I say, "Pleasure doing business with you. Now get the hell out of here." He wanted to leave.
Oh.
Like.
Oh, right.
Go the fuck home. Is what
He looks at you and yeah. Go the fuck home is better than get the fuck out of here. And he's just like, will do. You don't have to tell me twice. And he like turns and you manage to. You get a small shield. Instead of adding a +2, it'll add a +1, but you don't need to be proficient with shields to use it.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. All right. So
it does take up your other hand though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I'll take it.
So
I take it. All right. So Boggs, Tesla. I'll try to do this quick so we can get back to Spade.
Yeah.
Tesla and Zog. Just like a 2-minute cart ride down the way, you come across a large conservatory type building, lots of glass on the front, kind of like scrap iron. Some of the panes of glass are kind of broken out. The nature of the wasteland, glass is one of the harder things to come by in this world, just because it's like, everything in this world, if it gets blown by the wind too hard, will break glass. So a lot of people don't see the value of it. But as you kind of walk in, you see the large, like letter planketta on the front of the building that's just like all of the letters are individually made signs that just spell B-O-G, and the S is just kind of dangling off by one of its nails.
Okay.
Just not quite fit in right. So it's
Upside down.
Boggs.
Yeah.
And you see Bog, like, through the glass of the front of his building, you see what appear to be skeletons. Large, either fully assembled, partially assembled skeletons, fossils, rocks, gemstones, just kind of on display in display cases. Nothing too fancy, not like Natural History Museum type here, but enough that you would be like, oh, this guy's done a lot with his time. And you see him kind of approaching the front door. He sees you out the front door, and he's like, starts approaching the front door faster.
Before he gets there, I look at Tesla, and I'm like, I know these types of guys. You are cute. You're gorgeous. Just like cute smile, and I'm gonna be like kind of deucey jock, and he'll be putty on our hands.
Oh no.
I like
Oh,
the
no.
oh no. I like the oh no.
Okay, do you want me? I mean, maybe he swings different ways. Do you want me to be like cutesy smile and you be the jock?
As you say that,
As he opens the door, I go, "Hi!" Oh, those arms.
Oh god.
Tesla didn't give me an answer. I had to pick a side.
Well, you definitely chose a side.
What?
Now
No. One.
I see it too on D&D Beyond.
Bog, who is a slender, taller, Urkish-looking gentleman, kind of like handlebar mustache and slight chin goatee, monocle and like broken monocle on his eye, and what looks to be like a bent top hat. Kind of the man about town if the man was looking in the trash. And
So there's that guy at every city corner that's just like,
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
they're like,
And he just kind of looks
I'm
out.
not sure about you.
Zog, what are you doing here?
Do I know him? Does Zog remember him? Is this another history check?
Nope.
Oh,
You don't remember him. He
I
seems to remember you.
was told to come on down because we have, and I smacked the turtle shell of like can of
Kind of
silverback.
looks behind you to the turtle shell on the cart.
Can of silverback. We took it out. We're looking to get rid of the shell. I'm tired of carrying it.
He grabs you by the neck. Just like
Harder.
Now Dippy continue to be, intimidating.
he now has disadvantage on his intimidation check.
I died.
Oh.
Oh my god. Dadley, I love you.
He went from a 19 on the die to an 8,
Oof.
which does not pass your insight.
No.
And he just like, you feel his grip loosen as you say harder, and he's just like,
Spit on him.
he's about to say, how did you? And he just like lets go. He's just like, he just like wipes his hand on his coat and just like gestures with his hand now. How did you get your hands on a shell of a silverback kin? How? Just tell me.
I killed it. It was in the water. I have somebody that can talk to animals, and the thing was saying it wanted to eat me, so we killed it.
It would have ate your dinky little boat before you even had a chance. What did you do?
I was there. We most definitely killed it. It was more of a team effort. There's more than us on the boat, but we did actually do it.
Okay, so he didn't kill it. Your ship killed it. That's the answer that I would have accepted, Zog. And he like
We killed it.
you said you did it yourself first.
No.
Anyway,
Oh, all right, my bad.
I'm not here to quabble over this. You come to me with this?
I was told you were the person that might be interested.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Because you you broke his intimidation so fast.
15.
15.
Yeah.
And he kind of like, go on.
The appraiser right down the street. I wrote down the name and no, I did not write down the name. Yeah.
I didn't either. I don't think we got her name.
Yeah.
Lizrin.
The Lizrin.
Lysryn. Lizrin.
Oh.
Lizrin down the street said that you were looking, to take one out yourself, but
I was
big,
looking for
ugly.
a job. I was looking for a job posting on a quest board to take down one of Silverback's kin.
Oh, well.
I was not looking to buy wholesale. But
So
now
you
that
don't
you
want
have
it?
brought it to now that you have brought it to me, you have piqued my interest.
Okay.
Now, considering what the fuck you just said to me, I am not going to be. I'm going to be upfront with you here, pal.
Yeah.
Part of the thrill of it for me is me killing it myself.
Yeah, I figured.
You
Yeah,
understand this. You know this.
Yeah. It was fun taking that thing down. Yeah.
Zog. No, it
I
wasn't.
wrote it. It was like wave riding me. I was behind it with a rope. None of that's a lie.
No.
He
still was
just
not fun.
continues to look at you, his eyes sinking more and more as this happen as you continue to speak, and he's like,
It came up upon our boat. We kind of needed to get rid of it.
"How much was Elvon going to give you for it?"
I didn't ask him yet. I wanted to come to you first.
Oh, the ballsy type, then, are we?
We heard it would be
Well,
about
then I'll tell you
700.
this: if he offers you anything less than 500 gold pieces for that shell, you come back to me. Otherwise, we're through. You
What?
can just forget about it.
Wait, you're telling me I have to walk? No. I'm done carrying this damn turtle around. Do you want it or not? Because if I go to his shop, it's staying at his fucking shop. And if I can roll intimidation, I would like to.
I was about to say that I was about to call it a persuasion check. But if you want it to be intimidation, you can.
Yeah, 15.
15.
That's like the third 15 in a row. Yeah.
He's like, are you going to take 500 right here, right now?
No.
Kind of knocks against the side, the frame of his door. I really wanted to kill that fucking thing myself. 750.
Isn't Big Ugly still out there to take down yourself? Isn't the big bad the ugliest motherfucking turtle? Isn't that one still out there for you to take down? This is just kin. It's a nice trophy, but it ain't something that like you need to take down for the honor. The big one's still out there.
Tesla wants to say also.
Make a yeah, go ahead.
Aren't there more than just don't turtles lay like a dozen eggs?
With Tesla chiming in,
Zog, make a persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
And do it at advantage because of Tesla.
Okay.
No Tesla.
Whew, okay. 19.
19. He just like purses his lips with his top fangs just piercing into his lower lip ever so slightly as he's just kind of like 1G. But you better take it in the next 5 seconds or I'm slamming this door in your face.
Deal.
Do you put your hand out or do you wait for him to put out his?
I absolutely put my hand out.
And he grabs it, shakes it on it. He's just like, if I see in the news that Silverback dies at your hands, you're going to die at mine.
Wait, that's a thing? What if it tries to kill me? Wait, am I allowed to defend myself if it tries to kill me? Because I do have my bow.
You just run the fuck away, buddy. You have the option to run, don't you?
All right, fair. Yeah.
I'll hotwire your boat so you can.
What? Out of curiosity, what are you planning to take that thing down?
Hasn't been sighted in over 5 months.
Really? That's a big thing to go missing.
Soon as he is, I'm going back after him.
Tesla relays the information of where the child was found and where we took it down, so that might be helpful to him.
I know this is way more for flavor than anything because I know guidance doesn't last that long. But as he says that, I cast guidance on him of just like, seriously, like, good luck. Like, just so like he feels like the kind of magical.
Yeah, he feels a little surge of energy in him, and he's just like,
where do you want the cart? I'll move it for you.
Just bring the shell around back. And he, so as you do, you bring the cart around the back side of the shop, dump it off. He gives you a chest, 1,000 gold.
Perfect.
And he just kind of looks at you and he goes, if I'm feeling lazy on a given day, you come back to me. But don't get in my way. And he like walks into a side door and just like to like lock up shop.
I look at Tesla. I'm like, I like that guy. He's like excited.
And back to Ace. Back to Spade. Oh, I hope I'm keeping this semi-balanced between the two groups. I'm trying to.
It's
really
fine.
You want to take a break real quick?
Oh yeah, we can take a small break.
And then come back.
Yeah, we'll come back. So let's take a little 5-10 minutes. And we mean 5-10 minutes. And when we come back, we'll finish up a little storyline with Spade and try to close out the episode shortly after.
Yeah. All right.
So see you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Hello again, everybody. How is everybody doing?
What
Yes.
evening.
Yes,
Hello, you
indeed.
beautiful, beautiful people.
Yes. Good evening.
Also,
Cheerio,
Di-
pip pip.
No, why is
Dippy, sorry for throwing you off so much with the harder. I went in saying I'm gonna be the funny one, and that was just
that was such a great moment. Just like
That was so.
I love-
It was
I love-
instantaneous.
I love stepping into the moments of just like, have they made a decision? No. Let's see what happens. Like,
I love how all of us lost it
Yeah.
too. That was friggin'
Hey
great.
there, guy. How's it
hi.
going?
So we are
Alright,
coming
I'm ready.
back to
Yay.
Mr. Friggin'
Spade.
yes,
David
Jesse
Spade.
Spade. David
Jesse
Spade.
Spade.
Mhm.
Hey,
Jesse.
let's see.
We should talk to my brother David.
I heard he got turned into a llama once, but I don't.
Yeah. That was not where I thought you were gonna take a David Spade reference.
Oh
Very
my
good.
goodness.
Waterfall.
Okay.
Sharp rocks at the bottom.
Sharp at the bottom.
Bring it on.
So
Oh yeah.
back in Jesse Spade. Meanwhile, back in Jesse Spade's office. Who is this person of interest? This information gatherer, if you will.
Okay, I told him the name of.
Did you tell him the name?
Yeah,
I thought
Matt-
we cut right on the name.
No. Like I told him.
Yeah,
about
he
Matt-
was gonna give you a name when we
Oh
talked.
yeah, that's right. Dippy, give me my name.
Oh,
Oh, what? No, that was it. Was the
Because
other
you were
way
talking
around.
about like he had shown me a piece of paper that had an individual.
Oh,
Yeah, like a newspaper
Okay, yeah.
clipping, but it didn't say have like any kind of name on it. It was just showing.
oh, okay. And you asked about. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
You're good.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
I told him about Mike
It's like-
Duggins. Duggin these
Oh, you
nuts.
told him Mike Duggins.
Duggin these nuts.
Oh, okay. He's like, interesting.
Okay, nobody got the joke.
Well,
I got it.
damn
It
it.
just wasn't good.
He just- So he looks.
I get
He's
it.
like, well, if on your way to encountering this Mike Duggins, you happen to come across a thieving little snake by the name of Isk, I-S-K, Isk.
Okay. Wait, give me a second. Okay. Enter ISK.
He can tell you a hell of a lot more about old blue slime than I could. And he is
Slimy little
and,
snake man. Okay.
and he is not too keen on talking to anybody from the Navigators. So,
What does he look like?
oh, short, skinny, scrawny. Looks like you could choke him out with one hand.
I look at my
Yellow
hands
belly,
that are just
Yellow
floating.
belly, green skin. You know, typical just backstabber type of look about him. Catch my drift?
I get it. I was talking maybe like a race.
He's a lizard folk.
Fantastic. Okay.
Looks like he's got red frills, green scales.
Hmm.
All the stuff I said was true. You just
I haven't met many animals in this area quite yet. By the way,
oh, he's an animal, but he cannot be trusted too quickly.
Mhm.
Just
there
don't
is-
tell him I sent you if you do come across him.
There is one other thing that I want you to look into for me. And
What
just
might
send
that
me a
be,
message
Sundial?
when you
Good
figure
old
it out.
friend of mine.
When I first came to memory, I
Mhm.
met a creature on this world. It was like a large cat and it helped me to survive. I was minding if you would mind looking for them. and I will use like I'll put my hand over his desk in the stone top and mold the shape of like a statuesque of the form of the cat.
He looks at his desk as you're doing this, and he's like, "That's granite, man. Don't you have any other?" And he looks. He just like examines it. He's just like, this thing,
Mm.
huh? He nods. If I see any of them come this way, I'll make a note of it for you.
If you also
Me.
hear of anything as well. Where is it that it's like the land
Picks
of
up
a
his
thousand
calling stone.
puzzles?
Picks up the calling stone. This is the third goddamn time. What is it? And on the other side, you don't hear the other side of the conversation, obviously, because this is a calling stone. And he's like, hold on 1 second. And he turns and just like leaves you and Quinlan to talk between yourselves.
I just look at Quinlan.
What have you been doing in this office, by the way? You haven't.
Watching this exchange and making mental notes. Just kind of along for the ride on this one. Very confused why Sundial asked me to come along. So I think like at this point he's probably gonna step up, and seeing that we're alone now, like I should have asked before, but why'd you ask for me to come along with you?
You're very good about being with the vibe. And
being with the vibe,
yeah.
being a phrase that Zog taught to you shortly before the events of this game.
Exactly. And also, I don't think that you would be scared of this situation. Or, no, I don't know. Also, I just wanted to hang out with you.
Interesting. Well, thank you.
Go ahead.
Oh, hey, Jesse.
And he's just like, yeah, and tell him to ship it. Tell him to ship it to my mom's house. What? And he like,
I thought you would find this a good chuckle, and I just put down the thieves' tools that I stole off of Damon. Like I took this off a rogue.
he just like, yeah, bye. And he just like puts the calling stone up, and he's just like, up until now, I didn't think that you actually processed any of what I told you, because you were asking so many fucking questions. But I'm proud of you.
He still doesn't know I have them.
Holy shit, are you serious?
Yeah, we're on the same ship together.
Oh, my heart. Well, hey, what do you want me to do with these?
Oh, I'm just showing you, and I'll take the thieves' tools back.
He's like, oh, okay. Well.
Also, Quinlan, is there anything that you have questions about?
Spade turns from Sundial to Quinlan.
This is Quinlan, a companion.
Gonna reach in and into the robes and pull out the coin. Perhaps you could tell me something about this, and I show it to him directly.
Do you hand it to him, or do you just hold it and show it to him?
I have it in my hand.
Okay. He just like,
I don't know what it'll do if he takes it.
he grabs the back of your hand and like brings it up to his eye line just to look at it. He reaches for it. Do you let him grab it?
Okay, so other people can hold it. That's good to know. It just sort of appeared in my hand one evening during a meditation. When I came back to, there was a coin in my hand. That coin.
He's gonna roll. That's the highest I've rolled all night. And he just like flips it over to the backside one more time. You don't plan on dying anytime soon, do you?
Never plan on anything like that, but one never knows what's going to happen out here in the wilds.
Well, if you did, not now. And he just, I hate, okay, I love tabletop audio. Some of the backing tracks having one sound that loops. Fix your shit. All right, anyway. Puts the coin back in your hand, closes your hand around it, and just says, keep it for a backup plan. And he just like winks. And he says nothing more of it.
What precisely do you mean by that?
Anyway, and he turns to you, Sundial.
No.
No.
Quinlan getting forceful. What does that mean?
Due to present company, I cannot say. But, and he like gestures for you to lean in for a whisper.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everybody either make it so you can't hear this, or I'm just going to type it.
Give me a thumbs up when you're good.
Okay. He leans into your ear real close. And he just whispers to you. Okay. And he just whispers to you, that coin can grant you passage through the realm of dreams. If you're the type of person who's observant, pay attention to your surroundings when you wake up in the morning. It might save your life. It perplexes me that the god of trickery is on the face side. But I know a death's toll when I see one.
Oh.
A death's toll, DEATH, apostrophe STOLL.
TOLO. So
Everybody can put your headphones back on.
Interesting.
He leans back out from your ear and he says, now you know. And he turns to Sundial and says, yep, you're good. He turns back to you, Sundial, and he says, Isk might be able to tell you more about Old Blue Slime and more of his ilk. If I hear anything about a Mr. Mike Duggins coming down this way, I'll let you know.
I'll slide him the number for Zog's Standing Stone. Doesn't work all the time.
He just like,
because we travel a lot, but if we're in town, we'll catch it.
And he just like, just out of curiosity, he picks up one of his calling stones and he like speaks the incantation on the card into the stone to start an outgoing call. Zog.
Yeah.
Do you keep your your ferryman calling stone on you, or do you keep it on your boat?
It's on the boat.
He speaks the incantation, and on the other end you hear, "Who is this?" This is Jesse. This is Jesse Spade. Is this Zog? He looks at the card. Is this Zog? And Bug speaks back into the phone. He is not on ship right now. You can call back in 24 hours. And he puts the calling stone up. He's like, good to know. Well, seems like y'all have had your fun. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to take
Bug
this.
again.
Bug just calls right back.
I am sorry. That
Who
was
are
very
you,
rude of me.
motherfucker?
He just got here.
The fucking Zog has returned. You may talk to him. No. That's fucking hilarious. I changed my mind. I think those are hilarious.
They have grown on us.
Oh god. Anyway, unless you have any more inquiries for me, I think we're through here.
That's everything.
Have safe travels, and don't forget you can always come back here if you need to, Sundial.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Is that going the same for my friend? As I look over to Quinlan.
If you're ever in a bind, you saw how to get in. I expect you not to tell anyone how you got in, because you have been the cool and quiet type so far, so I expect you to stay that way. And he just kind of like nods, waiting for you to nod back. Just like, okay. Then know that this is a respite for you, and that the navigators will always show you the right path.
Thank you for your assistance.
Gotta write down that too. Hold on. Woo, boy.
You didn't think that you'd be introducing the Thieves Guild in this episode, did you?
No, I wouldn't. No, I didn't. But now I've got a tiny bit of thing for that.
I did a little bit of work for you.
Oh yeah, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Guess
what? The rogue doesn't know the Thieves Guild. It's the sorcerer. I got you the whole time.
I was gonna say, would I know anyone from the Thieves Guild?
We can talk about the navigators
later.
If Dono decides to talk about the navigators.
Yeah.
But for now, I would say you have passing knowledge of a lot of thieves guilds in Petal.
Okay. That's
overworld thieves guilds are a little bit of a touchy-feely type of thing.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I wanted to hear your guys' perspective. So
yeah.
You see, Sundial just stumbled upon it, and that's part of getting into the Thieves Guild is that, oh shit, you found us. But Sundial was just wandering.
It fucking stumbled into a fucking international crime syndicate.
He's like, hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
And then didn't tell Zog about it. Because he was told no. It's like, alright. See, Sundial has secrets.
I will go ahead and show stream the emblem for the navigators.
Very nice.
Dagger, compass, rose, 2 blades of glass.
Yeah.
2 blades of glass, 2 blades of grass. 2 braids of glass. Ooh, braided glass.
Ooh.
Wow. Yikes.
You know what?
It's a thing.
Glass blowers have a very
Is
good
it?
talent.
That's
Yeah.
it is a
Glass
thing,
blowers are really good and
Yeah.
talented.
and it is very beautiful when done correctly.
Go support
Yes.
your local glass blowers, everybody.
Yeah.
Please
So-
do.
Support your local
So-
blowers.
God damn it. No. All right.
What I was talking
So-
about leaf blowers as well. You know?
As you make your egress out of the navigators Navigator's Waypoint below the city, below the town of Goobr. Goobr.
What a good
You can all meet back up either at an inn or at the boat or whatever plans you had for staying
I don't know.
for a night's rest.
Zog heads back to the boat, but we did not figure that out beforehand.
No, we did not.
Yeah,
He told
I-
Sundial that he could go do whatever the heck he wanted to. So
Yep.
You know of a tavern called Crewbank's Distillery.
Oh, Zog goes there. That sounds nice.
Yeah, Crewbank's Distillery is like it's like right on the water too.
Mhm.
Like it looks like the building itself looks like a distillery. It has its open plant and there's a giant barrel.
Nice.
And it looks like I forgot about the fucking phone. Hold on. Change.
Considering we were changing locations.
I'll like look at Quinlan as we're leaving. It's like, so what do you want to do now?
At this point, the sun has almost fully set.
What is there to do at this hour?
Red light district.
Zog always
Tesla-
Zog always said that he went to this one street at this time, but he would leave me on the boat. You want to go check it out?
Zog always said what, but he would leave you on the boat?
Yeah, he said that he was going to a certain street in case I needed
Oh,
him.
going to a certain street. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make up any more streets for you. But
No, I got you.
it's
No,
where
no,
Zog
yeah,
went
yeah,
in
yeah,
the middle
yeah,
of the
yeah.
night.
I just didn't catch your. I just.
And I
didn't
just
catch the
said,
first
"Do you
part.
wanna go
Yeah, I
hang
got
out?"
you.
Here's
Go
where it
hang-
gets awkward. Damon and Quinlan go to a certain street. I'm sorry. Sundial and Quinlan go to a certain street. Damon and Zog go deposit shit back on the boat, and then all of a sudden we
Yeah.
all wander into each other on this certain street.
Yeah.
Embarrassed.
The same street.
Just embarrassed, like, oh, what are you guys doing here?
Oh boy. Yeah. So, I would say that the coinciding of the funds being brought back to the boat and the people coming back from the Navigator's Waypoint should be enough to coincidentally everybody is back together.
Okay.
And there and Willow still laying on her tiny hammock in the rafters,
She's having a fairy nap. Let her be.
having a fairy nap. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
she
get
had an
tired
upset
being
coming.
so
She got
tiny.
seasick from the boat ride. She just
Yeah.
needed to sleep it off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, those tiny bodies, they only have so much energy. God. It's like a
So-
cat. Fairies need naps.
As you all make your way, as you all kind of gather up again outside of the boat,
Mhm.
you hear the tone come through of your calling stone going off again, Zog.
Oh, let me. And Zog just kind of like hustles up onto the boat and just like, ferryman service. What can I do for you?
Hey, is Tesla with you right now?
May I ask who's calling?
This is her father.
Oh,
Can I speak
oh.
to her, please?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Tesla,
Yeah.
your dad's on the phone.
How does he know what?
I think he has my number. I've gotten a drink or two with him. He's a fun guy.
No, you. What?
I travel around a lot. You
Hey,
don't know
are
what I
you
do.
Tesla,
Sure.
Zog fucked your dad. I'm kidding. What?
No!
No! Oh my
Oh.
God!
This is the vibe I got. Too.
I know, right?
That whole exchange had that vibe.
Thank you, Reese.
That-
Thank you for having my back on that one.
I think it's just
Nice.
a me thing, not a Zog thing.
Anyway.
Fair. That is fair.
All right. Tesla will humor this and go and see who is actually on the line.
All right, here she comes. And I hand the stone off. And
Hello?
Hey, Tesla. And you recognize the voice.
Who is it?
It's your old man. Hey, I heard recently that you were off starting up something with Zog, doing some kind of thing, and this little kid just showed up and said that he knew you.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, I think that was his name. Yeah. Listen, that's not the main. That's only how I knew to contact. Listen,
okay.
and he just stammers over his. He's in a state that you are not familiar with him in, and he's just like, we've got a little bit of a problem back at the home shop, and
What's going on?
It's not good. And you hear him choke a little.
Yeah.
It's progressing. Your mother. She's yeah, just try to come to home shop as soon as you can, okay?
All right. All right.
Okay. Thanks. And he just like
Yeah. She puts the sending stone down.
Hey, you good? Because Zog did not leave the room. He was not asked to, so he's just chilling.
you recall
good?
back to a time when you were working in your father's shop. Learning the ropes that your mother, who was among the mutated humans of In-Quy'zz, was starting to have there were murmurs among your family that she was starting to have complications with something. You weren't sure what, they never told you. Not specifically, at least. The last you remembered of your mother, she was operationally fine, working in the shop still, assisting your father in any way she could. This apparently is a sign of something else. Something turning.
Okay. Yeah, I think I need to get going.
Like now?
Yeah. I don't I really I probably should focus on other things besides going out and doing who knows what with you guys.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop you, but I am gonna miss you.
This has been fun. Not gonna lie. It's been fun. Though crazy, insane, and unhinged. To a degree has been fun.
Home's the opposite direction as you, or as where we're going. Are you wanting us to bring you back?
No, I think I'll find my way back. You know I will.
I mean, yeah, I know you will, but it's just I'm worried about you. You good? Like I didn't.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do?
Nah. I think it'll be fine. I'll see you around. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
if nothing else, I'll find my way back to the shop and you can catch me up there.
yeah, no, and like you have my sending stone. Keep in touch, obviously. I mean, fuck, you better.
You work for me, of course.
Oh yeah, fuck, you're my boss. Oh, that's weird. Sorry, I grabbed your hips earlier.
What?
I said sorry, I grabbed your hips earlier. I should have like maybe picked a little more appropriate spot for you to be my boss. I don't know.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Okay.
Are
Are you gonna say goodbye to everybody, or are you just skedaddling?
Nah, I think I'll just, like, I'll pack up my stuff in my quarters and, patch it up the way it normally is when I'm not here, and probably get a hotel and find my way out. Catch a flight, or not a flight,
like
a ferry in the other direction. So
Yeah, like
Go down to the skyports,
go down to the scaffold.
which there are. There are skyports. You
Oh,
yeah, there are skylands in this world. I don't know if I made that clear in the first session, but there are. They're
Oh,
less
no.
they're less plentiful above Quy'zz just because of the atmosphere and the whole creepy air, but like yeah.
Oh.
Goobr is not one of those towns that happens to have a skyport.
all right. He reaches into his pocket and tries to give her her cut of the gold. I'm just like, all right, well, you need travel money. Like, you need to.
Oh, she'll
Get
put
home
her hand up,
safe.
be like, "No, trust me, I took a withdrawal when I left. I figured I'd be gone a while, but yeah, no."
Zog just wraps you in a giant hug, and like you feel. He's trying to hide it. He is like shaking a little bit with tears. I'm just like, all right, well, be safe.
She hugs him back really hard. Like it's been fun.
Yeah, I like you being on my
come
boat.
by. I like it too. It's fun. It's I'm not as seasick as I thought I would be, first time. But I don't know.
I'm good at what I do, so you know.
Yeah. She kind of turns around, just walks out to do what she said she was going to do.
Zog instantly starts praying back to his god for her safe travel because he knows she's going by water and probably
Make
a
a religion
boat.
check. Make a religion check.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong D&D character sheet.
Oh, wrong sheet.
5.
43 memes. 40. You guys, 5.
5. Yeah.
I mean, the DC wasn't supposed to be that low, but sure.
Okay.
And he just kind of, as you
actually, you know what? I'm gonna burn an inspiration point on it. This is important
Aha.
to me. I'm gonna burn
All
an
right.
inspiration. Yeah.
Go for it.
2. So 5.
I gave you one earlier. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna spend the one more. This is safe travel for Tesla.
Try it
Fuck
one more time.
Yeah, no, it's worth it. Fuck it. Okay. 11.
It's better.
Well,
It's better.
Better. Passes my original DC. So,
a double digit.
so you just kind of like, you just say a little prayer to Umberlee. And she's just like, you kind of hear a whisper over your shoulder in the calm waves that lap up on the shore of the deck. And they just, you hear her sweetly and softly say, you gotta stop with all the sappy shit. She's fine in my hands.
I know. Thank you.
You've taken good care of her. And you just hear the breeze carry the message along with the wind. So, you grab your stuff, you rearrange your room, you set off to the Crewbanks distillery, pick up a room for the night. The other 5 of you do manage to see Tesla walking into town. If there was anything else anyone wanted to contribute before Tesla
Insight check.
said some goodbyes.
Insight check Tesla.
Insight check Tesla.
Yeah, can I like tell without her saying anything what's going on? Okay.
Go for it.
That's gonna be a 21.
21.
Yeah.
Tesla. Are there any immediate thoughts and feelings you have that you would be showing on your face?
So Tesla would have gone back to her little corner and put everything away so that it was nice and neat and not as obvious that somebody was, staying there. Probably looked like any other corner of Zog's ship when she was done taking most of her stuff. She would leave behind the other bottle that she managed to make, the other potion, which whoever would pick it up would be a elixir of transformation, I believe,
Yes, an elixir of transformation.
or transfigure.
Transformation.
So that would be left behind, probably where Zog would most likely run into it, or Sundial if he was, you know, a little more observant. And would have basically the same backpack she had when she walked onto the boat, and her little homunculus, and her gait would be kind of quick. Not very good at goodbyes, especially just in general. Zog probably might be the one exception.
So it's obvious you're leaving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's obvious
Yeah,
to
it's-
Sundial that she is, and I'll just not
Yeah.
like if nobody else is noticing, and I'll just be like, Tessa's leaving.
If anything, like, yeah, the fact that she has her backpack on her, that she usually is sitting on the boat when they go out and do stuff, yeah, that would be the obvious.
So
Sundial will, with the insight, just go to everybody and be like, Tessa's leaving, and then walk over to Zog. Like, walk to Zog in his cabin.
I would yell at Tesla as I'm seeing her walk off the boat. I knew our time would be short, but farewell and safe travels, my new friend. And then I walk back in the boat. I don't walk up to her. I just yell that at her.
Her armor goes up. That's it. She doesn't even turn around.
And so, as the night air becomes crisp and clear.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
As I go to Zog in his cabin, I'm going to just look at him in the face and then just put a hug around him and just let him kind of go through his emotions of his friend leaving.
I sit there and I'm like, I'm okay. People come and go on this boat all the time. That's kind of the whole point of it. It's just...
I still hug him. And I just let him talk and get himself out of it and whatnot.
Hey, and after like a kind of long-winded of just like, yeah, no, this is the job and people come and go, but we'll see her again. He's quiet for a second and just goes, hey, do you remember that street I used to go to?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going there tonight. I'm tired.
Okay. And as I talk with Zog for a little bit, I'll look out to Tesla, or I'll leave the room after he's kind of like gone through his emotions, look out to Tesla as she's doing what she needs to do. And I'll use prestidigitation to write a message in the air. It just says goodbye. Sundial's not a big emotional person, but he'll take a second to acknowledge a friend leaving. So.
Damn it. Everybody gets fucking inspiration point. Tesla gets 3 fucking inspiration points, even though it doesn't matter.
Tesla, what do you want to change before you leave? Go!
Goodwill! Make it a thing!
Goodwill! Everyone, give your inspiration
Fancy
points to
Walmart.
Tesla.
Go! Let's go!
Go! Do it!
And so, as the night air becomes cool and crisp, walking off into the streets of Goobr. God damn.
You were the one that named it Goobr.
I know.
That
Shut
was
up.
on you, my guy. I'm sorry.
Our troop says goodbye to a friend. As she continues to search for her own answers, and hopefully finds peace with this new, sudden happening. I'm not terribly great at goodbyes either. But Gearsparks, at least for your time for now, is there any one last thing you'd like to say to your party?
Oh,
Just
Thanks,
for now.
guys. This was, this was good. This was fun. I appreciate it.
Gear. Even
Yeah.
though Damon and Tesla butted heads, I enjoyed the kind of camaraderie that we had. Thank you for playing with us.
Sure. No. Yeah. I love having friction with characters. It's fun.
No, it really is. If you think about it, everyone, we're just now meeting each other. You don't just get along right off the bat.
No,
And we got
absolutely
there.
not.
I love the fact that we like got Dippy to be like, whoa, wait, what?
It's like, whoa,
good about it.
hold on.
Yeah.
It's like everybody chill. It's like, no, it's fine. It's
Oh
whatever.
God.
Oh yeah,
And so
we
with
did
that-
let Dippy kind of have a heart attack that one
Yeah.
episode.
The
But it was a lot of
second
fun, so thank you for
session.
joining
The
us.
second one.
Listen, you
Here,
gotta.
it was an absolute blast to have you, and we appreciate
Oh,
you
thank you.
joining us for the time that you have. We hope that this
Yeah.
is not the last time that we as the In-Quy'zz-ition greet you into our doors.
Mhm.
Oh, I hope to come in for like maybe a one shot or
Mhm.
something sometime in the future when I
course.
can. But
Also, check out.
for anybody
Oh, sorry. I wanted to.
for anybody who's watching, and in case anybody is confused on Twitch, I have had Fridays open for this for the last couple of months. My schedule is changing, so I will no longer be available. I will be at work doing the rat race thing. So that's why this is happening.
But
So for those of you watching, oh my God,
I just wanted to
Dono.
shout out if you do want to see the Gearsparks and their wonderful face on Wednesdays. They have a campaign here on ANI, so you can go say hi and support them there.
I caught the
watch.
starting of that this week, so
You can go watch Breaking Character
Mhm.
on Adventures in Initiative. We should have the episodes up on the YouTube channel as well.
hmm
They are going
Oh.
up on the YouTube.
Oh,
Yep.
yes, I got to post.
So-
Thank you for reminding me.
Ladies and gentlemen and gentle-thems out there watching in the audience, thank you so much for watching this episode of the In-Quy'zz-ition. We're going to go ahead and call it there for the night. Next time, whenever next time is, who knows? Maybe we'll come face to face with someone or something new. It all just depends. But until then, your adventure does matter. Very, very much. And you just need to keep rolling for initiative. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.